so we're going to start with the review for Unit Exam 2. This is review number 2 that is due on Monday. Make sure that you please, before you watch the video, you have already tried it on your own, taking your binder home, looking at the notes that look similar to the problem, and trying to figure it out by yourself before you watch this video to check or clarify questions. Okay, so we've done this problem before. In this case, I changed the problem only by making it in function notation. So the tank is leaking water, and this is the function. F of t is 600 minus 15t, where F of t is the number of gallons. I should have probably made it G of t for gallons, but I didn't. And the tank, and t is the number of minutes that have passed by. Okay? So here it says graph the equation using the method of your choice. So I'm going to use the x and y intercepts to graph it, and then I'll decide whether it's continuous or discrete, so I can make a line or leave it as coordinate points. So over here I'm going to calculate the x-intercept, and over here I'm going to calculate the y-intercept. To calculate the x-intercept, I'm going to make the y be 0 so that I can solve for x, in this case t. So the y f of t will be 0. Okay, and then I'm going to solve for t. These are just simple two-step equations, so we shouldn't have trouble with that anymore. So t equals 40. Okay, so that means that if this were a coordinate point, because I needed a coordinate point to graph it, t is my x-intercept, so that's going to be my x, so x is t, right? And y is the f of t. Okay, so 40 would go here, and then remember that I made the y, or f of t, be 0. So this is 0. So this is my x-intercept. I'm going to do the same thing with the y. If I'm solving for the y because I want my y-intercept, then I'm going to make the t, or the x, be 0. Okay, so t is 0, or x is 0. So f of t, or y, equals 600, because that's just 0. Okay? So if I write in a coordinate point, x in this case is t. Y in this case is f of t. F of t is 600. And I made, remember, the x or the t be 0. So these are my two intercepts, my y and my x-intercept. I have to go to the graph and decide how I'm going to label it and so forth. So I already know that f of t is my dependent, or the y. Right? So that's the number of gallons. So over here I'm going to name this f of t, and I'm going to put number of gallons. I need to make sure that I label my graph. I know that t is my independent, and that's the x, and that is the number of minutes. So this would be t, and this is number of minutes. Now my graph is labeled. Now I need to decide what scale I'm going to use for each of the grids so that I can graph this. I know that on the time, the most time, right, my x-intercept is 40. So 40 minutes is the maximum. So here I can do it by 5, so I have enough space to do that. So this would be like 5, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, etc. Okay? And I know that my x-intercept, or when y is 0, x is 40. Okay, that's the one in purple here. Over here I know I need in hundreds, and I need a maximum of 600. That's when it's going to be the y-intercept. So here I can do it by 50s. Okay, so I have enough space for that. 50 the last one will be the 600. Okay, so here's 0, 600. This is my point right there at 0, 600. Okay, now I have to decide whether it's continuous or discrete. So I'm talking about gallons and volume, right? So the tank